Channel. So today I thought I would give you a hair update tutorial slash hair care favourites and stuff like that. I know, this is basically all about my hair. So a lot of you guys asked me what hair extensions I have in. I have in a mixture of micro and nano ring rings. They're super tiny, and also I will leave the shades on the screen here because I can't remember off the top of my head. But while I'm editing this video, I'm sure I will insert some kind of writing here that tells you exactly what shades I have. I get my hair done at Amai Salon, which is in Sutton in London, by a guy called Felix. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that because I always tag people who do my hair in my Instagram, but I will leave them in the description bar as well. And the extensions I have are Beauty Works. I've had Beauty Works, I've worn Beauty Works extensions probably for the last definitely 2 years, maybe even 3 years, like a long time. I really love their extensions. I've never had any problems with them at all. And I've had loads of different techniques as well. I've had the tape-in, I've had the like weft kind of sewn-in thingamajobby, I've had clip-ins, I've had all of them from Beauty Works. This is definitely my favourite technique to have though, personally. But yeah, okay, so that's what extensions I have in, and they are 20 inches by the way. But I do have them trimmed a tiny bit, so probably about 19 inches, but hey ho. Okay, so first of all, the shampoo and conditioner that I'm currently using is this one by Hemp's. This did get sent to me a while ago and I really liked it, and I think this is my third bottle of it now. It is the Triple Moisture Enriched Herbal Whipped Cream Conditioning Hair Mask and Moisture Rich Daily Herbal Replenishing Shampoo for all day moisture. So I use the shampoo and I use the conditioner as well. The main thing I love about these is the smell. Oh my goodness, they smell amazing. But not only do they smell amazing, do you guys find this? It might just be me and my weird hair, I don't know. But I find when I've just washed my hair, it obviously smells amazing. But by the time I finish drying it with a hairdryer and styling it, the smell quite often goes, or it's there but it's very muted. Whereas with this shampoo and conditioner, I feel like it lasts for like literally like 3-4 days. I can still smell it super strong, like freshly washed hair. That is the main thing I absolutely love about it. Plus obviously the shampoo is shampoo. I don't really notice much difference with shampoo, but the conditioner is super nourishing, and it does make me feel like I've had a hair mask on, even if I just use it as conditioner. But what I do is I actually use this L'Oreal Colour Corrector for blondes. It's like a purple conditioner, but it's actually like, it's like blue. Like if I show you, I don't know if you're going to be able to see like the colour of that. Maybe if I put a little bit on my hand. Yeah. So you can see it's like pretty dark blue. Like dark blue. But this basically counteracts any brassiness in your hair. You guys obviously know what, I'm just going to rub it off my hand. You guys obviously know what purple shampoo and conditioner does, but this one is like more like a blue tone. I feel like it really does strip those brassy tones out. But I don't put this on my extensions because they're already a really nice ashy colour anyway, so if I used it on my extensions it would be a bit too much. So what I do is I shampoo my hair twice, always. And then I rinse that out, and then I put the purple one, or the blue one, whatever you want to call it, the L'Oreal Colour Corrector, best one I've ever tried. I put that on obviously in my hair at the top here, and I rub it through, and I like massage it in for a bit. I don't rinse my hands, so my hands are blue, and then I put the Hemp's conditioner on my hand, and then I run that through the rest of my hair and extensions. So it probably does get a tiny bit on it, but not a lot, but just so it keeps the same tone throughout. But the majority goes on my hair for sure. Like I couldn't put it on this, it would probably come out like purpley blue colour, so no. But it's absolutely amazing, like insane. So that is what I do in the shower. Obviously then I just leave it on while I do everything else, like shave my legs, wash my body, probably like 5 minutes. Sometimes longer, sometimes I leave it on like a mask, but majority of the time, 5-10 minutes. Then when I get out, I obviously towel dry it, and this is brand new, and I did actually ask you guys on Insta stories if this was worth purchasing, because I really wanted it. It is the, I don't know if you say, is it Gisu? Gisu? Is that how you say it? Gisu oil? Gisu. It's by the, she's actually a blogger slash YouTuber as well, and I love her right now. Her name is, I think it's Megan. I have no idea how you say her last name though. Masali? I don't know. Anyway, it's by her and it's honey infused hair oil and it's pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. But I asked you guys on Insta stories if you thought it was worth me purchasing and if any of you had tried it and you thought it was good, and so many of you replied saying how you absolutely loved it and you've been using it for a long time and you really liked it. So like I was sold. I was like, okay, I have to get this. So I got it, and as you can see I literally have just got it. I've only used it twice. But what I do is I do apply this to my hair when it's wet and then I blow dry it, just kind of roughly straight with a paddle brush. So I just blow dry it like this. So it's like straight, it's pretty poofy. And then I plait it and then I go to bed. So I don't style it that night. Unless obviously I had to, but I very rarely will wash my hair before I'm about to do something. I'll always wash it the night before I have to do something. So I would dry it straight, so it's smooth and straight, but it's not styled, and then I'll put it in a plait and I go to sleep. That gives for me personally, that gives my hair time to just relax and calm down a bit before I then go ahead and style it like I've done today. This just works much better for me. I don't know if that's just me, I'm a bit odd, but to me this just works much better. If I was to style my hair that night and go out, it doesn't last and it goes super floofy and just, yeah. So that's what I do. So I put that on when it's wet, dry it, and then before I plait it, I put more on, so it really calms it and smooths it down. I did also, obviously that's a hair oil, I love hair oils, like loads. I did get the Way hair oil, this one here, but as you can see, I've hardly used any of it. I literally have only used this once, because it is really new, but then I got this one, so I just really like the packaging of this one, and this one smells to me so much better. This one does smell really nice. It's really fragrant, but I just don't really like the smell of it. Even though it is a nice smell, I just don't personally like the smell of this one, whereas this one I love the smell. It's very subtle, but it smells really good, and I really like this one a lot more. It's a lot thicker, this one. This one's quite a thin oil, but I think this one will be good for holiday. Like, I'll definitely take this one on holiday just to use, like, throughout the day if I'm in the sun and stuff. I always take a hair oil with me. In fact, I'll probably take both. I'll probably take this one in my beach bag and I'll leave this one at home because this one's too pricey. So that's all my favourite hair care products, and now we're going to get into the hair tutorial of how to get my hair, like how I style it all the time. In most photos, this is how I've styled it. So let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so this is the next day. By the way, I use these hairbands to tie my hair up. They're new. I know they're not new at all, but I've just recently discovered them, and they're so nice on your hair. Like, they don't snag or like get stuck. I don't know why. I've got blue ones. It came in a PR package, but I need to get some like different colour ones. Anyway, so this is my hair the next day after I've blow dried it straight, but without actually doing any actual styling to it. So you can see it's like a little bit poofy, but it's nowhere near as bad as it is the night before. But it's just pretty straight, not dead straight, but just straightish. So I use GHDs. These are my old GHDs. These are literally, I swear, like probably the first GHDs ever made, and like you can see how busted they are, and they kept snagging my hair, so I needed a new pair for so long. I actually asked you guys on Twitter which ones to get, and then luckily for me, GHD actually contacted me and sent me these new ones. How beautiful are these? I mean, like, what a transformation from the old ones to the new ones. So these are the new ones. This is the part of their Wanderlust collection, and I really like the design on them. They're like super summery, and the plaits are so smooth. Anyway, we're going to get into that in a second. First of all, I section off half my head into a little pigtail and just tie it up with that band, just so it's out of the way. Then I use a heat protection spray. I'm using this GHD one purely because it came in the PR package, but any heat protecting spray would do. So this was the first time actually using this one. It actually smelled really good. I really like the smell of it. I'm quite fussy with the smells I put on my hair, but this one I did really like. But whichever one you fancy, like just any heat protecting spray obviously is really important. Then I just brush that through to make sure it's evenly distributed, and then I section off half of my head here. So I basically do my hair in like 4 quarters. So I section it in half, and then I section it in half again, and then we work on this quarter, which is like the bulk of the length of the hair. I take a section, probably about 1 inch, maybe 2 inches. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But I put the straighteners in, and then I put them in. You can see they're not horizontal, they're more vertical, and I twist it back, like I went back with the hair, and I leave it like this with this bit out, and I pull the straightener down, keeping it vertical all the way down, and then I just leave the end out straight. So this bit here you can see at the end, I just leave that out and then I just let go, and it gives you like this kind of tousled beach look. And then I just run my fingers through it a few times, and then I just flip it to the back because that piece is done. So just flip it to the back. Then I take another section around the same size, but it doesn't really matter. But you can see I'm taking like vertical sections. And then this one I will go forward. Can you see how I've turned the straighteners forward rather than back? Doing it this way is just going to give you much more texture into your hair and make it look a lot more beachy and naturally kind of waviness, rather than when curls all go into one. You know, when like you curl your hair and it kind of almost becomes one giant curl. We don't want that. So the same again, and you can see I've left the straight end out. That is super important for this look, to make it look really like cool and beachy vibes rather than just glam and curled, you know. So I just do the same thing, going back and forth from front to back. So one away, one forward, but I do always make sure the front piece of the hair is going back, away from the face. Once you've done that section, I take down that top section and I do exactly the same thing. So just running the straightener down vertically, going behind and in front, alternating the direction of the wave, and again just leaving the end out straight. Sometimes with these top ones, because obviously my natural hair has got a shorter layer in it, it gets a bit too curly, so I just do this. I don't know how to describe this. I just kind of pat it down so it just kind of loosens and softens the wave. I don't know how to explain what that is, but you saw what I did. And then, so this next one, I'm just going to go forward. These straighteners, oh my god, I just cannot, I actually am so surprised at the difference it was to use new ones compared to my rusty old ones. Like, the straightener just glided so smoothly through my hair, and it didn't get like snaggy or caught. I literally, with my old pair, because they were so old, but like, thumbs up to GHD for them lasting even that long. I'm not kidding you, I've had them for years and years and years and years. But I could feel they were like quite scratchy on my hair, and like it kept getting caught in like the snags, and I could just tell it was really damaging my hair. So these ones felt so, like, this was a dream for me. I was like, oh my god, why did I wait this long? I should have just bought some ages ago. Anyway, front piece, I do the exact same thing. Make sure you go behind, and I do it a lot quicker, so it gives it a lot, like, just like a softer little kind of bend. And then if it's too much, I just run through it quickly with straighteners just to soften it up even more. But you can see I use my hands a lot to just kind of push them in position while they're cooling, because obviously while they're cooling is when they're going to kind of set. And then I just tie that section away and I work on the other half of my head. So starting off with the lower quarter, I'm doing the exact same thing. Obviously I've sped this up for the purpose of the video, because otherwise it would be pretty boring if you just sat here and watched me curl my hair for like 15 minutes. It literally does take me only about 15 minutes to do this. It is super, super quick, because I am taking very large sections, and I do have thick hair. Like, I've got naturally thick hair, and I've also got, I think, about 150 grams of extensions in my head as well. So my hair is super, super thick. So if your hair was thinner than this or shorter, it's going to take you even quicker time, you know, like, it's really, really quick to do. But you can see I'm alternating backwards and forwards, and then just flipping them around the back while they cool, just like at the back. And then making sure that front one is always going away from your face. So once I've done that lower section, I do just check that I haven't missed any bits that are straight, so just go back through and do that. And then working on this top section, how uneven have I done my middle parting there? It's like completely not straight at all, but it doesn't matter, it just goes with the look. But yeah, so just keep doing the top section, so forward, and then just putting my hands through it if it's a bit too curly. And then the front ones, as I said, always away from your face. And this front little fringy bit, just a quick little zhoosh, and then straighten. Okay, so that is the hair curled, and then all I do is I literally go crazy, like running my hands through my hair. So I literally just, because by this point it should be cooled, especially this side. So I start with this side, I just run my fingers through my hair, like shaking it up loads, just like disheveling it. Is that a word? I don't know, but it sounds right. So I just do that, and then I do also, you can see I'm like
rubbing it in my fingers just to give it some more texture. And then I also do go through with a brush just to brush through the extensions, because they sometimes can get a bit stringy, so you just have to brush them through so they go back to like nice and like poofed out again. Then I take my Gizu, is that how you say it? I don't know. Gizu oil, don't know. And I put this into my hand, I rub it in to warm it up, and then I put this on my hair. I do focus this on my natural hair, because the extensions, obviously they're extensions, they're treated pretty good as they are, but my hair's damaged, so I do focus this on my front bits of my hair and just like the top bits where it's actually my hair. But you can see I'm just kind of scrunching it through, just working it through the hair. I'm so obsessed with this stuff. I know it's brand new, so it's too early to tell, but I already love it. Like, I just know I'm gonna love it. So once you've done that, that is the finished look.
And that is how I curl my hair. Ah! And I think the key points are keep the straighteners kind of down, leave the ends out straight. That is super important for this particular look. Yeah. Keep it soft, keep it random, like don't worry too much if each section's not like exactly the same in like thickness and style, and if you leave one bit out really straight and one bit like not so straight, that's totally fine. I do sleep with my hair in a plait as well, so every night I plait my hair, and this lasts me my whole duration of my hair wash. I do only wash my hair like once a week, sometimes once every 10 days, and I know some of you are going to be like, that is disgusting, but seriously my hair just doesn't really get greasy, and my hair is much better like when it's a little bit dirty, because my hair is quite floofy, you know. But yeah, I'll insert here like the camera the other way, because I can't get any further back. As you can see, like I'm at my wall, I can't get any further away in my filming room to get like my full hair in, so I'll put a bit here so you can see like my full hair and how it's done with the ends so you can see them. But that's everything for this video, guys. I really hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!